everyone? Late back here again with another video. In this video, me going on a little tangent about the art of rage baiting. Just copped Resident Evil 4 remastered. Looking pretty good, to be honest. Like, just copped it because, I was like, why not? I need a new game to play, so chose this one. But anyways, back to topic. The art of rage baiting. It's like so prevalent in these day and age. It's all over Instagram. It's all over YouTube. Everyone just likes to troll now. Everyone just likes to say stuff just to get you upset for some reason. And I don't know where this comes from. It just comes to get a reaction because the strongest reactions are anger. Like getting someone angry, you get an instant reaction out of them. Just being annoying, you get an instant reaction. Whether it be negative, most of the time, positive, which is rarely, unless like you share that same like sentiment, like you don't like or you like them trolling other people, which is really annoying. I don't know why you would want to do that, but in this video I'm give you some key points on how to successfully rage bait someone. Now, if you're going to rage bait an individual, you talk about personal stuff about them, whether it be their physique, their place money wise, or their social status. Now with their physique, if they go to the gym, just make fun of them. They're like, you can't bench 3 plates, bro, like you're weak as hell, like come on, bro, do you even go to the gym? Like just be like that, and that'll instantly trigger them. Instantly, guarantee. Say they're Go up to them, say nice spaghetti arms, bro. They'll get upset every time. Or you can be like, dang, bro, do you even work out abs? Or yeah, the abs one is funny because that's like the hardest thing to do, because you not only have to exercise well, you also have to eat really good to get like a flat stomach. Unless you have a fast metabolism, that's pretty much like the easiest way to gain abs, but it's pretty hard. Me myself, I'm trying to get abs, but it's so hard because I be getting really hungry because I work 10-hour shifts and then I hit the gym after, so I get really hungry and I need that energy to just get through the day. But that gets people upset. Talk about their social status, like be all like, bro, you got no girl, what happened? Or just like talk about their girl if they have one, be all like, bro, she's chopped, bro, like all that. That's like, honestly, you should be careful with that because that's low-key a fade right there. That will instantly get you probably yelled at in the face, or you're throwing hands. Like, gotta be careful with that. Let me get to the game real quick. This game looks so beautiful. I mean, look at Leon.
The president's daughter?
Yep. That Leon. He's more than qualified.
He's like the embodiment of nonchalant, man. That is like peak human, like, I don't know, physique, I guess. Look how fresh he's wearing the Dior Jimin. That jacket's fresh as hell. He just gets all the hose wet. Anyways, back to rage baiting. Also talk about their money. Be all like, bro, where your bands at? Like, just cap on you how much bands you be making. Talk about the money you make. Just be all like, where your bands at, bro? And they get mad, bro. The lowest thing on this is insulting someone's intelligence. I think that's the worst thing you can do. It's the most annoying. Just make fun of them. Be all like, bro, you dumb as hell. You stupid, bro. Like, just be on some childish stuff, and people will get mad about it. People will be upset when you insult their intelligence. I myself, I'm not the like smartest person in the world. Even that, like, it's annoying when people be like flexing their intelligence. When I'll admit, intelligence is wealth in a way, but it's like, it's cool to be smart, I'll admit, but what's the point if you're not using that? Because most of the time You could be like book smart or whatever, but like a lot of that stuff isn't practical in my opinion. I mean, you get to like college math and it's kind of like worthless at that point, in my opinion. But that's a good way to mess with somebody, is mess with their intelligence. Now, there's a lot of women out here that are really good at rage baiting. I mean, it's easy for women because you could just, like I said, make fun of a man's like physique. They also do it with like the OnlyFans. They always be like, "Oh, look at this guy. Look at all these men paid for my house. They just paid for my Lamborghini Urus, you know, and they're making all this money, not even lifting a finger, pretty much, just turning on their camera and you know what, showing themselves off." Which I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what's the point of hating? Like they're winning. Like, who am I to judge their lifestyle? For me, that's not like a good way of living. But you know what? It's their choice. You know, it's their life. You can't really tell them what to do. You're not their father. Even if they are their father, they're probably not even gonna listen to their father. They're doing what they're doing. I'm pretty sure their parents don't approve of that, or maybe they do. They're weird like that. You know, there's a lot of parents that are like let their kids run all around them, and you know maybe the dad's happy that his whatever his spawn is making hella bread and paying the bills. But I mean, is it even worth it if like that's the career choice they're doing? Even like some adult film stars, they like try to move past that stage of their life, but I mean it's always going to come back to bite them because you know the internet's forever. So it's really hard for them to move on from these little things. And you know, and it's easy to rage bait them with that. Just be just bring up their past and it's instantly. That's another way to rage bait someone, is to just bring up their past and like all the L's they took. Bring up like their ex, bro. That'll get people pissed off, bro. That gets people upset. Just like flexing in general, just flex whatever you got. Like that gets people upset, bro. That's like a good way of rage baiting. But I don't understand this like culture of rage baiting. It's like so popular nowadays. It's like it's weird because there's like people trying to build you up, but there's more people rage baiting because that gets more attention. Like that one guy, it's like something Swoles or something. Jeffrey Swoles or something. He's like a guy who talks trash about rage baiters because a lot of people at the gym making fun of other people's physiques, or like those girls rage baiting, like they're filming themselves at the gym doing obnoxious stuff and they're like, "Oh, look at this pervert, like look at me as I'm exercising." It's like, well, obviously he's gonna be looking at you if you're dressed like that, you know. There's some people that just like, you know, they like looking at a female's physique like that, you know. And it's like, why are you gonna dress like that if you know there's people out there? It's like the same thing where it's like, you know, I don't want to be messed up, but it's like, you know, those women that are like, "Oh, it's not safe to walk around the street." Well, it's not safe for men either. So it's like, why are you tripping? Like, keep a weapon on you, and people should say, "Oh, well, I shouldn't need to do that." Well, you know what? Then don't be upset if like something horrible happens when that stuff's happened, because there's some evil people out there that don't care about the rules, and it's something wrong with them psychologically, and you can't really control everyone. Like, you know, some people will follow the rules. Like, there's some good people out there. Like, I try my best to be the best person I can, but you know, even me, I falter, you know. I mean, I won't do anything really malicious, but I'll say some stuff. I'll say some dumb stuff to get people upset. Like, I have this one friend who, like, I'll talk about my mental health and he'll just joke around. He'll be like, "Oh, you should just kill yourself, bro." But the second I flip it on him and be all like, "Oh man, no one gives a heck about that," then he gets all butthurt. It's like, foo, then why are you even like coming at me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you saying all this stuff and then you get mad when I say it back? It like kind of makes no sense. Like this one coworker, it makes no sense. He gets all upset, but then I had to like glaze him and stuff, and well, kind of not. I don't like glazing him, but like, you know, I had to bring him back up because, you know, I don't want to be messed up and end on a sour note like that, because that's just how I am. I'm more of a neutral person. I don't really like bringing people down. I'm more about bringing people up and inspiring them, which is it's a wrong video for me to be making, but you know, it's just I just think it's an interesting topic. Um, but yeah, another thing you can rage bait is just clickbait. put obnoxious titles on your post or whatever you're doing, and just make it so it's like not even have to do with the video, just some random crap. Like there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like AI slop that people be putting, and it's just like, why are you making like weird stuff like that? It kind of gets me annoyed, and I'm not even like going with this. Like, I'm not even looking for this content, but I just see it. Like, I see my little niece watching these videos, and I'm like, what the heck? That was weird as heck. And I know she thinks it's weird as heck because she tries to flip through it fast and try to pretend like she wasn't watching it. But I'm like, it's just weird that they just mix it up with like cartoon characters, and then the cartoon characters be cursing and stuff. It's like, what the heck? Like, what are they like trying to show? Like, you know? But it's just to get interactions, trying to get comments, whatever, like dislikes, anything. Because, you know, like everyone always says, any bad publicity is still publicity, you know? Any type of reaction you get, still reaction. Like, if you comment to that, you're, in a way, you're part of the problem, unfortunately. Even if you talk about anything, like, that's the thing. It happens a lot with, like, you know, I'm glad they don't do it as much anymore, but they like glorify murders and stuff. They make these whole documentaries, and they get super popular, like that Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix. It's like, what the heck is that, bro? Like, that guy had serious mental issues, and you're glorifying him, giving his own TV show, giving him the spotlight, what he probably wanted, and stuff like that. And it's just like, that's just disturbing, bro. Like, we're glorifying the wrong people. We're glorifying people, like egotistical people and stuff like that. Like, another good example of rage bait, kind of, is the artist Playboy Cardi. He went on Aiden Ross's stream, and he was just messing with him the whole time. He was just like saying some bull crap the whole time. He's like, yeah, album coming out soon, trying to act all mysterious, even though this man's is like, I think he's almost 30. And I'll admit, I'm a fan of him, but like his actions are just like irredeemable in my opinion. It's like, how are you gonna do that? Like, take advantage of someone, steal their money, like straight up just stole, like, I don't even know how much, like 2 million in like 6 minutes. It's like, dang, bro. And you promised that guy a whole hour, and you just finessed him so bad. And then he turns around and invites Kai Cenat and Young Dabo onto stage with him. Or it's, these are other prominent streamers that he brought up on stage and invited them over, and he was like, you know, letting them have the shine and spotlight and stuff, which is crazy because like it just makes him look so weird, you know. But like, it still gives him publicity, you know. Like, he still got probably a lot of viewership from that, like people just talking about that, talking about these weird things that he's doing. But it's getting publicity, it's making people upset. Like, it's probably making the fan base of Aiden Ross, which is like, I don't even know who watches these people, to be honest. Like, I don't know how people can watch live streams that aren't interesting. I'll admit, I do watch some live streams, but the live streams I watch are like of people I like. I genuinely like their content or their character or whatever they've done. Like, there's this one voice actor that I like watching, and she talks in her voice, and you know, like people I don't, but people pay her to talk in her, like the voice she voice acted voice acts. So I think that's pretty interesting. But even her, like, even sometimes she'll like rage bait. She'll just say like some dumb stuff just to get people upset, and she'll say some like racist and homophobic remarks, and she doesn't mean it, but you know, it's just funny to put that out there just to troll. And that, I understand, it's kind of funny, you know. But other people just like take it too far, and they like are genuinely racist. Like, there's this one guy who was just saying the N-word and stuff, and they finally caught up to him, and he beat him up, and then he started acting all nice. But you know, even he got a little bit of publicity. I don't think he's big anymore, but like his videos of him being racist would like stack views, just stack views. And it's just like, for that though, there's no longevity in that. And you're honestly, you're screwing yourself, because you're probably not going to get any employment if someone looks up your name, or they could be like, oh, you know, I've seen this guy before, and they could just ask around. They're gonna find you, bro. They're gonna find you. And that's the thing, you have to be careful of your digital footprint, because that will come back to bite you really hard. That's why most of the time, if I'm posting stuff, I try to heavily censor it, like, or heavily watch what I'm saying, Because sometimes I'll admit, I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'll say some out of pocket stuff that I shouldn't say. um, but you know what? You just gotta be careful what you say. But if you're going for the rage bait thing, in my opinion, the safest way to do it is don't go for race, don't go for sexuality, don't go for stuff like that. Go for like simple stuff like um, I wouldn't do body shaming either. I would just like flex, honestly, just flex random stuff. Start gymming it, going super hard at the gym. Just start flexing like your arms and your muscles and stuff. And people will get upset. Just like even that, like simple stuff like that, people will get upset. Or like flex something that's like dumb as heck, like, oh, look how many vitamins I take. Like say like flex like the dumbest thing and people will get upset about it. It's freaking hilarious. Sometimes, like I said, it's like some things are funny, other things it's just obnoxious. But that's the whole deal with rage baiting, is it's just obnoxious stuff. And I don't know what is up with these people, if they just really like that attention, or like some people just like that attention, like regardless if it's negative, they just need to be in the spotlight for some reason. And I feel like these people just like need that attention. Like it's just all over Instagram. Just people just doing the most, like the worst ones are like those prank videos too. It's like, why are you doing that? Just so cringeworthy, because like they keep the camera rolling and it's just like it's unnecessary. You're just seeing like the worst of it, like the awkward pauses, and it's just like, oh, this is going horrible, or they don't even know what to say. Like there's one video of this guy, I think his name is Bradley Martin, where this one streamer grabbed his hat and started wearing it, and the guy Bradley Martin was all like, give me my hat back, man, give it back. Like he asked for it 3 times, and then he swooped the hat out of his hand and he slapped the guy in the face, and the guy was like, bro, really? And he just made it all awkward, and he was just standing there. But it's like, dude, what do you expect? Like honestly, in my opinion, yeah, slapping someone is kind of crazy for a hat. I mean, I remember one time in high school, this one kid, he was trying to look all cool in front of this other kid, and I was wearing a hat. Or I put my hat down because I don't really wear hats because my scalp gets super itchy. So I took it off during class, and it was hot too, so I took it off during class. And this guy grabs my hat, throws it on the floor, and starts stomping on it. And I was all like, all right, relax. You don't need to like run a fade with him. I just grabbed all his stuff on the desk and I just shoved it off like scandalously, and all the papers went flying everywhere. And then he just looked like a jackass, and I just picked up my hand. I was like, you freaking dick. And then he put his stuff back, and then he started picking up all the papers, stacking it back on that thing. And right when he went around to go on the desk, I pushed all his shit again. And then he got even more mad, and I was like, I'm gonna go sit over here. And I just sat like across the room, and everyone thought I was in the wrong. They're all like, why are you making a scandal? It's like, dude, he stomped my hat, like made it all dusty. Like, what the heck is that? And they're like, yeah, but you didn't have to take it that far. And I was like, what do you mean? If anything, I feel like I low key like, kept it cool. I could have been way worse. I could have just started like unloading, like, but it was close to the end of the year, so I wasn't trying to get expelled before I graduated. Just trying to walk. But that was a long time ago. But it's just another way. Like, see, I got rage baited right there. He got what he wanted, but he ended up taking the L in my opinion. But I mean, he still like destroyed my hat, which was pretty annoying. But that's basically rage baiting in a nutshell, to be honest. And that's how you successfully rage bait someone. Just make either body shame them, make fun of their race, their sexual orientation, their intelligence, their social status, their money, their women. It's very simple these days. People take a lot of things to heart these days, which they shouldn't really. Like materialistic things, like who cares? Like your body image, I mean, you can control it, so you shouldn't get mad if like someone's making fun of you. It's very messed up when people make fun of your physical appearance. I think that's a really low blow. Also, again, with race and stuff, I think that's a low blow too, because you can't really control that, like height and stuff. I feel like that's just like messed up. It's like you can't control that. Like, why are you making someone insecure over something so dumb? And you're probably just doing it just for attention too. You probably don't even care that crazy, but you just wanna get someone riled up for no reason. But that's basically rage baiting in a nutshell. I recommend you don't do this because it's annoying, bro. And people are probably gonna look down upon you and see you, like, as someone that is not really, that great of a person. But if that's what you're going for, if you're trying to be a troll and try to play it both ways, best of luck to you. And I hope it works out for you, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. But that's late for everything. I hope y'all have a good one and stay rage baiting. All right, late.